This is the kind of shit I covered in my journals all the time. There's only one guy at the park here now. Last 2 days I've been dealing with nothing but non-stop people. And they asked me earlier, they didn't ask me, they're hitting me up with where I'm at. Yeah, I'm a bit full with it. Of course, I want my own space here. But, I'm not going to go off or anything either. I can find my own space no matter what. I'll just pick some goddamn space nobody's going to go to. But, I got to point shit like this out to cover my ass. It must be after 10 p.m. Hang on. It is 10:12 at night, and I'm going to have one last cigarette and get going. So I can say goodnight to my daughter. So that's it. It's just ridiculous the level I have to go to. And this is how my journals were. Literally anything that they could lie about, I was just writing it down in my journals. So this is how I know the Backyard didn't check my journals. You removed my journals, but you didn't check them. Balls to the wall stupid. Just absolutely fucking amazing. It's incredible, really. Y'all don't even get insults when I am genuinely angry at you, which isn't often, if it's mine. But, I did throw in the towel. This is a point I wanted to bring up before. I threw in the towel almost all the way in 2013 after Horvat killed the third pet and got the Backyard to go along with it. So, that's your fucking mistake. And then these agents from Diez polished that off in 2014. It reached a point where my speaking out was about the same thing now. My freedom, and even back when I was in Berlin-Bach, my speaking out was just about my even being able to leave and go back to America. So, and I know that they said, oh, well, he's going to go here based on computer programs they're hitting me up with. They knew that they're facing a situation where I'd just hop on a plane, leave all my shit behind, and that's it, just take off. So, and that, I believe, was before February of 2016. So, there's a lot that can be said here. When they bring these things up, it's always on a time delay for other agents from other agencies. So that's exactly how that works. Just like, it's like I've been saying. Just like how, they're lying to everybody like citizens and stalking. That's it exactly. I hit on this yesterday. I said something in video, and then later I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, that's how they lie to citizens and stalking. But there was a total disconnect. I was bringing a particular point and tactic up in video based on observation. I wasn't even thinking about their standard operational procedure here. So, and I mean that as I mean it. I'm finally looking at, only in the last week, I think, how much there is between how they've lied to agents and how agents lie to citizens doing stalking. They never know the real level. They're just manipulated. It's been the same thing here, and I was bringing up on cassette because I had looked at certain points, but I hadn't delved into it. That's a key point. But it was blatantly obvious. Well, Horvat's lied to German agents like agents do to citizens doing stalking. Not citizens in stalking, but citizens who are doing stalking. So, you get your hands dirty, and you don't even know what you're doing it for. And that was the breaking point, was 2013 when they killed a third pet. So, and there have been threats made about killing our cats, what have you. It's stupid. I do think with the FBI, they are going to have to set it up so that the FBI somehow screws up. But they're out of options here. In one sense they are, because I'm totally done with this. As I brought up with these agents and the agents from Diez, if the FBI had been more intelligent and pointed certain things out, shit would have ended right there with them. So it came down to me realizing that the whole situation is neutralized. Nobody gave it to me. So if anything, I would bet that these agents from Diez lied about that. So absolutely incredible. Just what I've seen them get away with. It's just bold-faced lying. And then you get all these technology readings, which is contradictory to what you have chosen to believe because you're going on trust. Yet you're seeing real readings, which points to the truth, and it's science and technology. And furthermore, that tells me you also don't know my real profile, which I saw this last FBI agent just absolutely laughably struggling with. And that's because they didn't have my real profile. I thanked these agents from Diez last time I was with them. I thanked them last year even. I was like, well, thanks. The bright side of all of this is only the CIA knows my real profile. And even these agents from Diez, they don't know my entire profile. They don't know me. They don't know Horvat. So really, the last agents and these agents are flopping around in the dark in 100 different ways. The idea that they're going to come back at me a year from now after I've passed, I'm laughing my ass off. Like I won't be ready. I'm going to fucking nail them and bust them. But they've got to do a divide and conquer thing with the FBI because first thing you'll notice is, hey, I'm totally done with it. So, I just don't see how they can get out of it. But, I know the CIA here. They'll want to keep me here for a long time, by the way. The longer, the better. And so that they can cover this all up. And in reality, based on my money situation, I've got to leave. I've got to book a flight now. So that may be what I end up doing tomorrow. I most certainly will be looking. If I do not look, it is because of these agents. There's nothing stopping me from looking. That's priority one, and then sending off more resumes. And again, my being happy here in one way is, because I'm not. But, at least I know what I'm doing now. I know what I'm dealing with. They've dropped the technology. Yes, they're blocking my feelings, which also has an outcome on my decision making, my real feelings. They're suppressing it. It's not all the way. But I certainly feel a lot better. And that's the next point. I'm looking forward to being free of the stalk. I'm smiling while I say this. How fucking hard is that one to figure out? So, I'll see what the CIA does here. But man, you got no idea how done I am with this. And, this started off fair and square with these agents. I was like, yeah, well, don't believe me. I don't care. You asked. And they hit me up with a technology program for getting an answer. And, and it's mixed on their end, by the way, based on how they were doing this. Some of it is mine. In other words, I'm responding at certain things that they're giving me shit about. But actually, very much of it is theirs. And hang on, they're interrupting again. This is the same thing that happened with Horvat. They're copying Horvat here from 2014 and even 2013. Hang on. Like I'm guilty. No, they're guilty. Man, this is such dumb shit, It's attack and deny. Attack and deny. Jeez. Just like Bazante. Jeez. What is it? Attack, deny, and then there's one more part to that. So, but that's what it is. And you people are... Man, you're supposed to be agents. It's just amazing to watch this shit happen. So I'm all done with this, and these agents can kiss my ass along with agents from Diez. I may end up in Rüsselsheim, another key point, because this is all about my freedom. So my best move is to go back to America. It'll get messy with Horvat, and she could delay this out till the cows come home, which is just a waste of my life and my time. So that's it. But I am thinking about it, and that's why these agents are blocking my anger towards them and these agents from Diez. If they got to pick between the two, they want me going back to America. So that's it.